possession, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead is a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 31. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Here's Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jalen Carter in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and we have to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third and goal, Wilson. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
The Eagles had 5 and 6 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense,
and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
here's McLeod on the return.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Play action. It's Wilson.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Now he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Let's go.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Wilson. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Sheds off the tackle.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing is Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay, a sack on the corner blitz.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now Wilson. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this up to the 43. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to the zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, let's go.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
They'll roll him out right.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Hurts. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That'll throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Throwing is Hurts. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should have been looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
Well, a bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Devontae Smith.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. On first down, Wilson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
This time they stay on the ground. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And it's fielded at the 34. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action with Hurts. Finds the open target, Arnold. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now Hurts on the option right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Ward. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he rifles one incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Back to the running game with Swift. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Touchdown! Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember, well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 48.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hurts throw here complete to Ward. Only able to gain a couple there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Escapes the defender. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 41 yards. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson to throw.
Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Play action. Now Wilson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right.
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 70.
And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Now Moody for the PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Eagles 35, 49ers 17.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hurts going to keep it running right.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
2nd and 20.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So here's a 3rd and 14. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half.
Run it back. Yeah. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.